And now let's meet the starting lineups. First for Morris Elite. Number 2, Gia Milano. Number 5, Marcia Ojo. Number 10, Grace Denbleicher. Number 11, Elizabeth Gallagher. Number 15, Olivia Redden. Number 16, Sophia Cavalier. Number 17, Sam Kroger. Number 19, Anna Andekan. Number 21, Faith Schechter. Number 22, Courtney Root. And in goal, number 1, Sam Constantine. The head coach of Morris is Steph Spino. He's assisted by... Please welcome your 2024 Manhattan... From the Amanda Cruz. Number 25 from Brooklyn, Hillary Cornett. On defense, number 33. A midfielder, number 39 from New York City, Emily Niola. A forward, number 7 from Brooklyn, Anna Griffin. A forward, number 16 from Scotland, Louise Featherstone. A forward, number 32 from New York City, Lisa Katz. And in goal, number 99 from Brooklyn, Catherine Cornett. The head coach of Manhattan Soccer Club in her first season is Shari Ekstrom. She's assisted by Carrie James and Nick Megaludis. The officials for tonight's match are Jonathan Foster, Kenan Kapitonovich, Alexa Liguri, and Mark Mahoney. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise and remove your caps for the United States Coast Guard's rendition of our national anthem.
On a gorgeous Monday evening from Riverdale, New York, it's another edition of USL W League Soccer. Tonight, Manhattan Soccer Club returns to the pitch to welcome in the two-time defending Metropolitan Division champion Morris Elite Soccer Club right here on Coach's Corner NYC. We welcome you to the University of Mount St. Vincent. Joey Jacinta back with you here on Coach's Corner NYC alongside our production team led by Steven Sanchez. Well, Manhattan Soccer Club comes in having drawn against the Westchester Flames this past Friday by a score of 3-3 after a late controversial call in the 6-yard box which allowed a stoppage-time penalty kick to spoil a seconds-away 3 points. The first 3 points, or would have been for the first-year head coach Sherry Ekstrom and her USL squad. Well, you take a peek on the opposite side for Morris Elite, and they started off really solid against AC Connecticut, where they shut out AC Connecticut by a score of whopping 14-0. And then, against Paisley Athletic, they put up a 9 spot compared to the 1 that Paisley Athletic FC put up. So they outscored their first 2 opponents 23-1 in the first 2 matches. You take a peek at the head coach for Manhattan Soccer Club, Sherry Ekstrom, first season director of coaching for the youth on the women's side of things, 2010 graduate of the University of Minnesota, and has a lot of talent on her roster. Let's take a peek at the starting 11 for MSC. It's a 4-5-1 formation, some late scrambling for this MSC squad. Catherine Cornett gets the start in goal. Frazier, Hillary Cornett, Cruz, and Hannah Light will be the 4 defenders. The 5 midfielders, Griffin, Stellabot, Neal, Neola, and Featherstone, are in the middle. And then Liza Katz is the lone forward up front for Ekstrom and company. Taking a peek for Morris Elite Soccer Club, Steph Savino in her 3rd campaign. She goes in a 4-2-3-1 formation, led off by Samantha Constantine, the NJIT senior goalkeeper. It's Marissa Ojo, Root, Redden, and Milano, the two center mids, also Den Bleicher, Cavalieri, Andacon, Kroger, Gallagher, and then Faith Schechter is the lone forward up front. Taking a peek at the sophomore goalkeeper, Catherine Cornett, out of Brooklyn, Gettysburg product in Division III. She had a tough one against Westchester, 34 shots faced, allowed 3 goals, 9 saves, had really done a solid job, especially down the stretch for this Manhattan Soccer Club team that they were really putting the pressure on in the first 45, but then in the latter portion, it was all Westchester, and the seesaw momentum firmly shifted in favor of the road team. Taking a peek at Samantha Constantine out of Oakton, Virginia, NJIT America East product, and she came in with a draw, 1 goal allowed in 44 total minutes on the pitch against Cedar Stars, and she got her first contest under her belt at Paisley Athletic FC back on the 22nd in 35 minutes on the pitch. We're underway here on this gorgeous Monday evening underneath the setting sun here in Riverdale. MSC comes in 0-2-1. They registered just 1 point against Westchester, and again, that was a real tough one this past week, or rather this past Friday, as we see the turnaround now from Hannah Andacan out of Bucknell. Sends in across that time, poked aside by Cornett. And now it's Sophia Cavalieri out of Columbia. Pushing the pace up ahead now. This time a little bit of pushing and shoving there, Courtney Root. Also out of Columbia, Ivy League product, was named All Ivy League 2nd teamer. Also named All Ivy League 1st teamer as well back in 2022. And started in all but 1 contest this past season for the Columbia Lions. And you could hear through our external microphone, our bonus microphone that we've got placed on both sides, as this one is sent up ahead just too far for Hannah Andacan, who has recorded 5 goals throughout the first 2 matches of the season. AC Connecticut, she recorded 2 in 61 minutes on the pitch. Paisley Athletic, back on the 22nd, where the team had won 9-1. In full time, had recorded a hat trick. Lights have come on here at Marillac Field. Again, 4-2-3-1 for head coach Steph Savino. Last season, they recorded 31 points. And back-to-back Metropolitan Division champions. USLW started back in 2022. And Morris Elite Soccer Club, they have been at the top of the pinnacle in the Metropolitan Division. This time is Faith Schechter up front, now passes it back for Endecan along the wing. Endecan tries to stymie a few Manhattan Soccer Club players, and now an offside call for MSC. Solid start, or rather for Morris Elite. Solid start for MSC on the defensive side of things. And really not much can be done to start things off for Morris. 2-0-1, or rather 3-0-1 for Morris Elite with 10 total points. They sit just a couple of points shy of the Rough Riders, who've started off their season 4-0-0 with 12 possible points. They've recorded all 12. And what a tough contest that was on Friday for Manhattan Soccer Club. And now it looks as if possibly a ball had gone directly into Sofia Cavalieri's top portion. Did not play for Columbia this past season. Was named All Ivy League honorable mention back in the fall of 2021, which was her freshman campaign. Bernardsville, New Jersey, and the Pingrin School. This one sent up ahead for Endecan, again, who has 5 goals, had started in all 5 matches that Morris Elite has competed in thus far. Sends it back this time in the midfield for Cavalieri. Back now for Marcia Oho, and an offside call for the second time is recorded for Morris Elite. 5th minute of play, Faith Schechter also getting her first start. Samantha Constantine, we told you about first year as the full-time starter over at NJIT in the America East. 19 games played last fall, recorded a 1.33 goals against average, a 735 save percentage, as we see the Bucknell product and Endecan send this back this time. And yet another offside. That's now 3 in the first 5 minutes. And simply unorganized is Steph Savino's squad. Well, Savino at one point coached at the Pratt Institute over in Brooklyn for the Cannoneers. First and only head coach for this W side. And they have done absolutely phenomenal throughout the first couple of seasons. And they start off really nice here in their junior season as a club. Again, 10-1-1 last year. Again, for Manhattan Soccer Club, a little bit different. 3-6-2 a season ago under Jay Myers. 2022 in their inaugural campaign, 4-7-1 with 13 points. Sends it up ahead. Now this time for Anna Griffin. On across this time, and just too far for Louise Featherstone. Esme Brayshaw not on the roster today. Leads the squad with 2 goals as this one is crossed in, and Catherine Cornett able to make the grab at the edge of the 6. 7th minute of play, still no shots recorded on either side. Again, Liza Katz recorded a penalty kick goal in 90 minutes on the pitch. The last game, this one sent up ahead for Griffin. Griffin on the edge and unable to get one just beyond the reach of Constantine. Solid pressure to start for Manhattan Soccer Club here. And you can see this team beginning to really have some cohesion. We haven't really seen it the last 2 home games. We saw it really in the first 45 against Westchester. And then things kind of went down a little bit the wrong way. So again, sometimes it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Sent up ahead once again for Griffin along the wing. Results in another throw-in for MSC. Oh, pushing the back that time by Cavalieri. Scott Mahoney, Haley Schved, and Justin Howell. Three of the three assistant coaches for Morris Elite. Gary Janes, Nick Megaludis, the two assistants for Shari Ekstrom. And again, you could hear that through our microphone as this one sent in. Loose ball in front, and Anna Griffin's shot gets blocked just on the left side of Constantine. Again, the second shot recorded for MSC. And a really positive start for Manhattan on their home pitch. And nothing doing that time for Nyla Frazier. Emily Neola out of Manhattan Center for Science and Math recorded 56 minutes against Westchester, 34 minutes against the Rough Riders back on the 23rd, which was the team's home opener. Only 3 home matches remaining for the summer for this Manhattan Soccer Club squad. Pushed up the near wing now for Endecan, and a solid job that time by Nyla Frazier to force a throw-in. On the throw-in comes from Raquel Garces out of Wheaton in the new MAC in Division 3. Poked up once ahead by Ojo, and nothing doing again. Marsha Ojo also out of Columbia, 44 minutes. Recorded against AC Connecticut back on the 18th of May in that 14-0 drubbing against AC Connecticut. At Columbia, 17 games played, 12 of which were starts. Had 1 assist against Brown up in Rhode Island. This one sent in on a cross. And that time was Sophia Stellabot who tried to scoop that one over the head. That should go down as a blocked shot. See exactly what the official scorekeeper calls that. But nonetheless, on the opposite side, it's Sam Kroger. Playing in her 3rd match of the season out of Rutgers. And yes, that Rutgers for the Big Ten. Sam Kroger, 55 minutes at Paisley back on the 22nd. And missed the last 2 matches in the draw against Cedar Stars Academy. And then Paisley Athletic, when they had won 6-2 in that match. So Kat Cornett punts that one down, and falling behind that time, Courtney Root. And a collision inside the 18-yard box between Olivia Redden, the Fordham Ram, and Stellabot. Pushing the pace up ahead this time was Den Bleicher, and tried to find Endecan again. Was the Loyola product, Endecan, and again, those two, they face off once a year. Grace Den Bleicher, a senior midfielder out of Loyola in the Patriot League. Meanwhile, Henna Endecan, just a sophomore out of Boonton Township, New Jersey, was just named All Patriot League 2nd team after putting up 6 goals for the Bucknell Bison. top of the 18 this time. Punch back and a can. Along the wing now for Oho. Oho with a run and able to go behind the goal mouth. And Catherine Cornett will have a goal kick. 13th minute of play here in Riverdale. Again, an absolutely gorgeous evening here. From University of Mount St. Vincent. Again, Kat Cornett has had a very eventful first 3 matches. She has faced 77 shots thus far. Has faced 34 against Westchester, 30 against the Rough Riders, and 13 against Cedar Stars. And she's allowed 20 goals thus far, as 14 saves and an 0-2-1 win, loss, and draw record. And again, when you really think of those numbers, 77 shots faced and 20 goals allowed and 14 saves, you might think potentially 0-3 and 0, but really should be 1-2 and 0. That ball sent in that time by Cavalieri and blocked. And now that's Katz. Taken away that time by Kroger. Louise Featherstone out of Monroe Community College. Recorded 83 minutes on the pitch. Has started in all 3 matches thus far. The sophomore out of Linlithgow, Scotland. 151 minutes on the pitch. Sent inside now, Stella Bott. Making that grab that time. Stella Bott takes it away from Morris. Shot goes off, and making the leaping save was Samantha Constantine. Well, shots are 4-1 now in favor of MSC. Solid job here to start for Manhattan Soccer Club and head coach Shari Ekstrom. Along the near wing with Oho. And turnover that time from Light. Opportunity now for MSC, spinning around and going directly into the midst of Cornett was the shot of Sophia Cavalieri. Great stop that time by the Brooklyn native out of Gettysburg. Again, just 1 match played last fall, 8 minutes and 44 seconds total at Bryn Mawr in the 4-0 clean sheet in favor of Gettysburg. Off the chest that time of Courtney Root. Here comes Endecan. Now punched up by Elizabeth Gallagher, the Loyola Maryland midfielder. And a lot of Patriot League on this Morris Elite Soccer Club roster. There comes Endecan. Sends it down and headed way high that time was the aforementioned Gallagher. 17th minute of play from Marillac Field. And we have our bonus microphones in place along the pitch for some extra sounds and sights throughout the match. Through the center circle, turned over that time by MSC, and now turned over by Morris Elite. Here comes Sophia Stellabot. Passes it up with the right foot, and taken aside this time by Cavalieri. Captain playing it back is Courtney Root, team's right center back. Up ahead now for Den Bleicher. Den Bleicher along the wing for Endekan. Endekan tries to get away from Frazier, sends it down and able to sniff that one out nicely. Here comes an opportunity for Endekan, trying to go upper 90 and goes just high. Well, again, a really solid start for Manhattan Soccer Club and ensuring that they do not take the foot off the gas. Forcing turnovers against Morris Elite Soccer Club. And a club that's looking to defend its title in the Metropolitan Division 3 straight years. And trying to hoist the crown again, played by a handball. Hear that, the ball going toward Anna Capri Neal, donning 27 tonight. Sends it down into the box. She was the target. Morris Elite sniffed that out. And now it's Oho. Have a handball, not the case. Trying to make the call was Liza Katz. Alone forward in that 4-5-1 formation for MSC. Oho again. And now plays it back to Root. You look at Courtney Root, also a part of the 2021 Rutgers team that made the NCAA Women's College Cup Final Four back in 2021, and you look at what Root has done. You look at Kelly Severini as well, who's not listed as a starter, was not on the pitch to start things as MSC forces yet another turnover. As Sam Kroger had gone down to the pitch, now a foot race this time between Oho and Griffin, and won by the latter. Nice job here. We see Neal, and punched right aside as Sherry Ekstrom, the head coach, had to duck aside. So we talk about this roster and the roster construction for Steph Savino. You look at Kelly Severini, 5 goals. Nada Ramirez, the two forwards on this squad, Union, New Jersey and Elizabeth, New Jersey, respectively. Nada Ramirez with 5 goals in 363 total minutes, had a hat trick against AC Connecticut, and has recorded a goal in all but one match here this season so far. Here comes Endekan. And Endekan nearly turns the possession over, and now here comes Morris Elite. On across that time. Loose ball, and a shot goes off of the diving Catherine Cornett and results in a corner kick, as she was unable to make the initial grab on the stop. So we'll have a corner kick for Morris here in the 23rd minute of play. Den Bleicher in there, and now in the middle, Faith Schechter, the freshman out of Scranton in Division III, and that one had nearly trickled in, but Nyla Frazier was able to get at least a piece. Deep throw in for Morris Elite. Now sends it back, Courtney Root. Off of Griffin that time, and now Stella Bott and Featherstone ran into one another, but able to get it back. Here comes Louise Featherstone, pushing the pace up ahead for Cats. And now slowing it down was Root. So, again, this is a different Manhattan Soccer Club team that we're seeing here tonight, pushing the pace on. They had outscored Morris, or rather had outshot Morris Elite 4-0. And now Morris has come back and outshot MSC 5-0, really in the last, give or take, 6 to 7 minutes. And now getting the brunt of that was Elizabeth Gallagher. Center official Alexa Ligori goes over to check on Gallagher. May have gotten the wind knocked out of her. Let's see. Nope, she's okay. And clearly a warrior just inside the 6-yard box. Goes down as a shot, so shots are 6-4 now. In favor of Morris Elite. Off of the hamstring that time of Sam Kroger. Here she comes with a burst of speed. Kroger gets one past Cornett. The Rutgers product records her first USL League II strike here in the 25th minute of play, and Morris Elite is on the board first here. It's 1-0. Now, sometimes sports becomes mental. We'll see how Manhattan Soccer Club can respond, especially after being outshot 7-0 after putting up 4 straight shots to start this match.
By number 17, Sam Kroger. Once again, Kroger.
So Kroger gets credit for her first strike in the 25th minute of play. No assist on the goal since she took that one with the left foot and really dribbled it about, give or take, 20 yards. Nice play for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight. And now here comes Griffin on the other side. Griffin along the end line and goes out of play, so that'll result in a goal kick for Constantine. Taking a peek at the senior midfielder Sam Kroger out of West Milford, New Jersey. This past year for the Scarlet Knights, 17 games played, 12 of which she got credit for the start. Had a go-ahead goal at Nebraska, but the team had settled for a 2-2 draw. She also recorded her second goal of the season against number 4 Penn State. Had 3 assists on the year, 18 total shots, was named All Big Ten third team back in 2022 after putting up 7 goals. And then no surprise, back in the spring of 2021 was also named Big Ten All-Freshman selection. Pushing the pace up ahead was MSC, and then a turnover now results in Elizabeth Gallagher having some space. And now an opportunity, this time in the middle, for Faith Schechter. And unable to get full control of that ball as the pass had skipped right over her feet. 1-0 Morris in front. as Catherine Cornett goes the wrong direction. Another throw in. Now that one had bounced off. That time of Liza Katz. And now it's Gallagher. Right through the legs that time of Kroger, the initial goal scorer. Here she goes. Kroger along the wide side now for Henna Endekan. Endekan on a cross off the chest that time of Amanda Cruz. Another cross inside and taking a peek at the back of Elizabeth Gallagher. She was threatening against Nyla Frazier. Poked up top that time by Katz through the midfield. Now coming back the opposite way, Gia Milano. Milano, the Seton Hall product in the Big East. 1 assist against Central Connecticut State at a trio of shots. A pair at Marist and 1 against the Providence Friars this past season. Tough redirect that time from Ojo, able to get it back though in her favor. Here comes Ojo dribbling through a trio of Manhattan Soccer Club players. Here comes Endekan, turnaround and unable to get one above the likes of Kat Cornett. 30th minute. Another turnover this time. Here comes Elizabeth Gallagher. And Frazier oh so close to winning that turnover battle. And here comes Schechter, and the battle along the end line, won by Hillary Cornett, the twin sister of Kat Cornett. They both play at D3 Gettysburg. And the ball rolling that time. Schechter and Hillary Cornett trying to screen Schechter, but there comes Cruz, and now it's Stellabot turning around now for Annika Pre-Neal. Neal just too much that time for Liza Katz. And in reverse goes Sam Constantine, who picks up the ball for a change in possession. Here comes Root. Another turnover this time for Morris Elite. Opportunity now for Stellabot. Had thought about it. One too many passes. Did not see what she wanted to see in order to take a potential shot. And now Morris Elite pushing the pace up ahead again. Here comes Endekan along the far touchline. Tries to cross it in for Gallagher, but Nyla Frazier able to sniff that one out cleanly. In the center circle now comes the goal scorer, Kroger. Root quarterbacking this back line for Steph Savino's Morris Elite Soccer Club. Along the wing now, bit of a triangular play. Gallagher, and now back for Den Bleicher. Pushing the pace up ahead, Cavalieri, and a shot goes just wide of Kat Cornett. 33rd minute of play. Here in Riverdale. And we got a chance to see the men last night. Here on this pitch, taking down Staten Island Athletic Sporting Club, the Monarchs. The transplanted squad from Springfield, Illinois. And MSC was able to take them down by a tally of 3-0 in full time. Mohamed Nuhu, Cooper Flax, and then of course Max Rogers, 2 minutes 17 in. Able to get the game-winning goal. Spinning around this time, Morris Elite, ball trickling along the perimeter of the 18-yard box. Griffin tries to get footsie, that time with Oho able to beat her out for the time being. And some physical play that time by Morris Elite. And we'll have a foul now. On Morris Elite. So Liza Katz out of the Dalton School by way of Amherst in the NESCAC in Division III. Again, recorded her first USLW strike of the 24 campaign by way of a penalty kick. It was a loose ball in front, turned over. And nothing doing that time by Gallagher. Hands went a bit high. Ligori does not make the call, the center official. And now here comes Gallagher along the near wing. Gallagher tries to handle Frazier, and now back for Den Bleicher. And another turnover that time by Morris Elite. That was light. And now that time came Milano, who was able to get it along the goal mouth, but Catherine Cornett was able to make the grab. Should be no shot that time, since that was probably not her intention. But still oh so close. Shots are still 9-4 here in the 35th minute of play. Now Oho able to get it entering the final third for Morris Elite. Gallagher along the near touchline. Playing it back up front. This time was Sophia Cavalieri. Kroger thought about it, and now here comes Oho. Oho dribbling and able to get one. Unfortunately, that goes over the head that time of Cornett for her sake over the crossbar. Shots are 10-4 in favor of Morris Elite. We have not seen a shot for Manhattan Soccer Club in nearly 20 minutes. Seesaw momentum has shifted in favor of Morris Elite after they had a tough start. As Constantine sends this one out of play, and a throw-in coming for MSC. 37th minute of play here at Marillac Field. Griffin off the calf. And now it's Kroger. She'll play it back to Courtney Root. Fantastic quartet of players for Morris Elite Soccer Club not called up here tonight. Juliana Osterman, a Boston University commit, and recorded a whopping 4 goals against AC Connecticut, and now you wonder why also. And she's committed as a forward to BU. Second corner kick for Morris Elite Soccer Club. Sent in with the left foot. Up front this time, Gallagher off the chest of Hillary Cornett, and she's able to clear it. Liza Katz up front. And she's got a quartet of Morris Elite defenders in front of her. Sends it up front now for Stellabot at the top. And the shot gets blocked that time. And a really solid job defensively for Morris Elite to get back in time and to cause trouble for Sophia Stellabot. Oh, so close that time at the arc. Really good attempt by the Case Western Reserve product, who recorded, again, her first goal against the Westchester Flames this past Friday. Here's Oho. And now turned over for Emily Niola. Niola back to Amanda Cruz. Looks as if that we might have a sub coming in. See exactly who that might be shortly. So Kaylin Muniz coming in a few short moments. The Cardinal Spellman product, just graduated high school. That ball may have gotten deflected, so now Muniz comes in, and coming off the pitch, here was Anna Capri-Neal. So now Neal off for Muniz, and trying to get that one-touch redirect was Hannah Andakan.
For Manhattan, Muniz comes in for Neal. Muniz in for Neal.
Kaylin Muniz recorded a full 90 in the season opener against the Cedar Stars down in Monmouth. Big opportunity that time for Hannah Andakan, but Nyla Frazier is able to outrun the Bucknell Bison. Andakan has been all over the ball tonight. And now Gallagher sends it back to Bleicher. Playing it back, Gallagher calling for the ball. Was the Loyola Greyhound. Along the far wing, 1 versus 2. Stellabot playing tight defense. That time against Andakan. Poked aside again by Cruz, sent in, and able to make the grab was Catherine Cornett. 41 minutes. Have come and gone here in Riverdale. A 1-0 Morris Elite advantage. Sam Kroger, the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, with her first strike of the season. That went past Catherine Cornett in the 25th minute of play, and that's where we are through now 42 minutes. And nearly taken away that time by Morris Elite. By Andakan, and now that's Root. Back to Oho. Oho laterally for Cavallari. We haven't called her name much. Hillary Cornett puts on the brakes and forces a Morris Elite turnover. Sending it up front now was Niola. Solid job that time by Morris Elite's Cavallari, the Columbia product. Here comes Oho again. Oho with the right foot, pushes the pace up. And Hillary screens anybody that may want that ball against her sister, Catherine. Fantastic to see that pair continue to work not only in the summer but also throughout the collegiate season. Near turnover and near trouble that time for Morris Elite. Here comes Anna Griffin. Griffin sends one over the head of Constantine, but again, forcing turnovers. We're now seeing some more pressure from Manhattan Soccer Club, so really good opportunities are coming for MSC. Slowly but surely, MSC putting a lot, or rather giving Morris Elite a lot of trouble here. Again, you look at what Morris Elite has done the last few matches. 6-2 win against Paisley, a 1-1 draw against Cedar Stars. Again, that one Cedar Stars game down in Monmouth was rained out back on the 29th. Den Bleicher tried to push the pace all the way up ahead for Faith Schechter and just went too far. About 45 seconds away from finding out how much stoppage time will be on the clock here in the first 45. Cavalieri plays that one back for Courtney Root. Again, quarterbacking this back line for Morris Elite Soccer Club is Root, the former Rutgers Scarlet Knight. Cavalieri pushes the pace up for Ondekan. Here she comes. Ondekan along the wing, lets one loose, and Catherine Cornett able to make the grab. So you would probably expect maybe 1, if 2 minutes, maybe, we'll see. We'll hear it from Seth Cantor, our PA announcer.
1 minute of stoppage time has been added. 1 minute.
And that's definitely fair. We have not seen much in the way of necessary stoppage time, or more stoppage time than necessary, if you will. Really nice job that time by Catherine Cornett on a shot right into the heart of the keeper. Here comes MSC right at midfield. Stella Bott. Now in the middle that time. Takes that one away. Was Ondekan, and now here comes Schechter. Den Bleicher. One final opportunity here in the first 45. Here's Kroger with the left foot. Nice sliding stop there by Cornett. And the first 45 comes to a close. So shots are 12-5 in favor of Morris Elite. And Morris Elite on the board. They are in front of MSC by a score of 1-0. And it was because of Sam Kroger, the Rutgers Scarlet Knight product out of West Milford, New Jersey, records her first strike of the 2024 USL Summer Campaign. We'll be back in about 15 minutes here on Coach's Corner NYC for the final 45 coming up next.
Post replaces number 21, Faith Schechter. Number 24, Olivia Smith replaces number 15, Olivia Redden. And number 3, Kelly Severini replaces number 5, Marcia Oho.
So you heard our public address announcer, Seth Cantor, tell you the slew of changes for Morris Elite Soccer Club here in the second 45. Coming in, Allie Post, Olivia Smith, Kelly Severini, who we spoke about in our open, Nata Ramirez, and they all replace the quartet led by Faith Schechter, as well as Marcia Oho, Olivia Redden, and also Grace Denbleicher. On the other side, Yalitza Martinez makes her home debut here this evening. And she replaces Louise Featherstone, and because she was running a bit late here tonight, traffic was a bit tough. Coming up to Riverdale, we can attest. She's ready to go along the right wing. Here comes Liza Katz. Along the near touch line, now it's Stella Bott. Lone forward up front is Martinez. Here's Katz. Here comes Allie Post, the junior midfielder out of Rutgers. Also, again, a Scarlet Knight. Junior out of Mountainside, New Jersey, has recorded a trio of goals. All three have come against Paisley in 2 different occasions. 2 against Paisley in Connecticut, and then 1 goal against Paisley in New Jersey in 67 minutes on the pitch just a couple of days ago. Shots are 12-6 in favor of Morris Elite Soccer Club, and Morris Elite, they had outshot MSC 12-2 in the final 27 minutes on the pitch, which resulted in a 25th minute goal from Sam Kroger, the other Rutgers Scarlet Knight product, recording her first strike of the 2024 summer campaign. That was an unassisted goal from the junior. That time that was skipped right past for Allie Post, who has recorded, as we said, the 3 goals, has started in 3 matches so far. And this past year, as a Scarlet Knight, had played in all 18 matches at the Big Ten level. 8 total starts, had a couple of assists against Holy Cross and FDU in the early portion of the season. Well, looks like from our vantage point we have an injured Manhattan Soccer Club player. Looks to be, from our vantage point, potentially Nyla Frazier. And let's see if we'll confirm that momentarily. And no, rather, from our vantage point, that's Hillary Cornett. Hillary Cornett has been absolutely fantastic here throughout this match. We'll see if she's good to go. Otherwise, we might have a sub from Shari Ekstrom. So corner kick coming up for Morris Elite. This is their 3rd corner. We've seen 5 saves so far for Kat Cornett, as this one was just headed wide for Kelly Severini, the former Michigan State Wolverine, and or rather Michigan State Spartan, if you will, and then has just committed to Buffalo for her graduate season and has recorded 5 goals already, a pair of game-winning goals, both against Paisley. Also out of the Big Ten as a Michigan State Spartan, 12 games played, 4 of which were starts, had a goal against Bowling Green this past year. Pushing the pace back this time, Gia Milano. Off the foot that time of Andakan. Milano, did it go out? Yes, it did. Well, she committed to Buffalo, Severini that is. Now will be playing at her third Division I school. Started off at Hartford when they were in the America East, and keep in mind they're now at the D3 level. Here comes Ondekan. In the middle, wide open, shot scores. alley post, no, offside is the call. And alley post, oh so close to recording her first, or rather her fourth of the 2024 campaign. Neola. And now Severini pokes it up top, looking for post. Here comes Morris Elite. And trying to take the shot on along the end line that time. Was Nata Ramirez. Ramirez named All Ivy League second team, recording 4 goals as a striker for the Lions. Loyola Maryland, NJIT, Yale, and Clemson. Here comes a 2-on-1. This is Katz, right on target, second chance goes wide. Huge opportunity that time for Eliza Katz, as Samantha Constantine was able to make the palm stop. Fantastic opportunity for Manhattan Soccer Club here just 6 minutes into the second 45. MSC putting on the pressure for Morris Elite. Morris Elite last year, they averaged 2.5 goals a game. They put up 54 and only allowed 5. This year already, through just 4 matches, they've allowed 4. MSC looking to put up 1, and not this matchup at 1. Opportunity now for Olivia Smith, the Ryder product out of Rutherford, New Jersey. Team's right center back now with the sub. Of Marcia Ojo. Here comes Smith. In the middle that time, had just missed the middle of Cavalieri. Here she comes though, she's able to regain control. Along the wing now for Ondekan. And now it's alley post. Alley post right off the chest that time of Olivia Redden. Another corner kick coming for Morris. On a corner, nothing doing. Yalitza Martinez. We know she's got speed. Honduras product. Here she comes through the midfield. Martinez got taken down that time. She got tripped up. Martinez has not played in quite a bit. We'll see if she's okay. Again, donning 41. Typically dons 14. Hannah Light. Wappingers Falls native. 146 minutes on the pitch. That one headed out that time by Severini. With a lot of speed comes Kroger. She got stopped there by Amanda Cruz. Solid defensive effort that time by Cruz on the initial goal scorer in the Rutgers Scarlet Knight. Amanda Cruz, a D3 out of Bryn Mawr, out of the Bronx. That one pinballed through the center circle. Kroger gets it back, but just too far. That time for her college teammate in Allie Post. This one off the chest that time from Olivia Smith. Morris Elite looking for a handball, does not get it. Sends it in on a cross. Martinez gets tripped up. Looked as if maybe she may have tripped over her own 2 feet, and now taken away by Cavalieri. Here comes Morris Elite in transition. Gallagher finds Ramirez along the far touchline, the speedster. Having to get back rather quickly is Hillary Cornett along the end line on a cross. This time it's Post. Spinning around wide open for Andon. She whiffed on it. Second chance got blocked. Here comes, that time goes in. Sophia Cavalieri, her first strike of the 2024 campaign, and it's 2-0 Morris. From about 33 yards out, the Columbia Lion did not play in 2023, has not played college soccer in nearly 2 years. And she records a crucial insurance tally here in the 58th minute of play.
Morris Elite goal by number 16, Sophia Cavalier, unassisted. Once again, Cavalier unassisted.
Well, Sophia Cavalier getting tripped up with Sam Kroger. So Cavalier and Kroger, the 2 Division I products, have put a couple of strikes on the board for Morris Elite. And you could hear the coaching staff through our bonus microphone that she hit that ball absolutely perfect. And you'd have to agree. Morris Elite sends it in, that time off. Loose ball in front. Who's got it? Kroger lets one loose, and second chance opportunity that time for Nada Ramirez gets blocked. Here comes Kroger again. Here comes Gallagher. Another opportunity there. Here comes Post. Post tries to wiggle around a pair of Manhattan Soccer Club players. Throw in from Morris Elite. Along the side and trying to get the redirect that time was Hannah Andakan. Looking for strike number 6 of the season for the sophomore forward out of Bucknell. Now Morris Elite oh so close to doubling up on shots. We'll have a pair of subs coming in. For MSC. see who those subs are momentarily. Martinez. Tried to get around Kroger, unable to do so there. Here she comes again. Courtney Rude. Now back up top for Severini. Severini through the midfield. Dribbles it past the trio. Now to a wide open Andon along the wing. Pokes over the crossbar was Kat Cornett. Great job tracking that ball as the Gettysburg product Cornett. This one sent in, wide shot, able to go in. Morris Elite up 3-0. Oh, do they call that offside at the last moment? Oh, boy. Looks as if they do. And that took a goal away from Hannah Hondakan. Right on the doorstep. And now this is the second time that we have seen this tonight. With a pair.
Manhattan Soccer Club substitutions. Number 20, Samantha Goldberg, comes in for number 39, Emily Neola. And number 28, Ariel Oy, comes in. She replaces number 40, Hannah Light.
So you heard Seth Cantor, our public address announcer, tell you the two subs. Samantha Goldberg comes in, the Syosset High School graduate, committing to St. John's to play for Ian Stone. 31st year at the Hellman Queens. And then Ariel Oy also coming on, Hannah Light coming off. As well as Emily Neola. Morris Elite has doubled up on shots. 16-8 and just too far that time for Anna Griffin. Anna Griffin has been absolutely phenomenal tonight in her spot along the right wing. Here comes Gallagher. And now up front, and looks as if a foul being called from Alexa Ligori, the center referee tonight. 63rd minute of play. Morris Elite in front 2-0. Sam Kroger unassisted at 25 minutes. And Sophia Cavalieri unassisted at 58 minutes. Ball goes around Kat Cornett. And Andon almost able to get a potential goal right back. And this time go up 3-0 officially, not the case. Sending it in again, and Andon. And Ondakan tried to head that one on target, unable to do so. And Ondakan, again out of Bucknell, has recorded 5 goals already this season. Has played this entire match. Now Cornett on the goal kick. Stellabot tries to get away from Kroger. Gallagher able to grab that turnover. Turned over again by Morris Elite Soccer Club, but Stellabot able to get it back. Here she comes. Sends it up ahead for Griffin. But the 5'7" Smith is right there. Another throw in. Here comes Anna Griffin, moving laterally. Would have been offside that time on Martinez if she would have touched it. And you can see a clear push that time, a little pushing and shoving now. So, Kaylin Munez was the guilty party that time. Here comes Griffin. Nearly got one through the legs. That time of Cavalier. Back up top for Kroger. Kroger, center midfielder. Setting it up now is Smith. Tries to find an opening and has done so. That time was on to Khan in the middle for Severini. And able to make the grab was Kat Cornett. So as a Spartan for Severini, 1 goal, 2 assists, and just 11 total shots on the pitch for Michigan State throughout her 2 years in the Midwest. Severini's got a lot of talent. Might have a sub here, let's see, which don't think that should be. We heard someone yell that, but not the case. Do we have? Let's see.
For Mars Elite,
We
number
do.
13, Jillian Poise comes in. She replaces number 2, Gia Milano.
So Gia Milano comes out. Jillian Poise comes in, and Poise is a phenomenal story. Out of New Providence, New Jersey, and is a Memphis commit in the AAC, and she had committed for 2028, nearly a month and a half into her junior campaign. That's the research that we took a peek at, and we were pretty surprised. Led the team with 14 goals, 11 assists. Her head coach, Scott Murphy, had said Jillian is probably one of the top 5 players that he's ever coached over at New Providence, as we see an offside call on Morris Elite. And he said even maybe top 3. He said she finished her career with 29 goals, 17 assists, and she did that while mostly playing defense. Well, University of Memphis and the American Conference, they're getting a really, really solid midfielder slash defender. Kind of a hybrid. Sending it back to Smith. Up front this time for Cavalier. Cavalier through the midfield. Wide open forward down the wing. On the wide side, defending tightly was Martinez, and poked away Hillary Cornett. Here's Gallagher. In the middle that time, Cavalier. And now back for the Ryder Bronc in Olivia Smith. Along the wing, Nata Ramirez. Ramirez lost an edge. And looked like off of a defender for MSC results in yet another corner kick. This one sent right into the wickets that time of Kat Cornett, headed into the gloves of Cornett from the Rutgers Scarlet Knight Alley post. Now it's Griffin. Laterally and now forward for Stellabot. Taken away that time and hitting the ground hard with there was Severini. Stellabot on the ground. Severini makes a stop that time. Samantha Goldberg, St. John's commit. Playing the midfield now for Griffin. Griffin plays it back. That time for Munez. Marcelite forces a turnover. And that time Munez unable to get one past post. Here comes Ramirez. Severini along the wing. Feeds it to Ramirez, and able to clear it for the time being was Hillary Cornett as she tries to direct traffic. Gallagher on the throw-in. Now sends it back to Courtney Root. Did not like what she saw, so she sends it over to Gallagher again. Now here's Kroger. Sent in the middle for Post. And again, keep in mind, the pair of Rutgers Scarlet Knights on this pitch. Not only do these two in Kroger and Post have a lot of chemistry on and off the pitch, but they have it here in the summer too. That's a dynamic duo and a dangerous pair for teams around the Metro Division. This time, here comes Cavalier. Sends it along the far side for Gallagher. Sends it in off the chest that time of Cruz. And now Hillary Cornett sends it out. And yet another throw-in for Morris Elite. And you can see now the pressure that Morris Elite is putting on MSC. We'll see how long it can last. Kroger lets one loose and goes just high. So a much-needed goal kick for Manhattan Soccer Club, trying to get out of their defensive third. 72nd minute of play. Morris Elite in front in shots, 17-8. Shots in this second 45, 5-2 in favor of Morris Elite. Kat Cornett has faced 17 shots here tonight, and now her total this season up to 94. And now Morris Elite, they were looking for a potential foul, which that would have been ugly because it was inside the 18-yard box. And Alexa Ligori let them play. Near trouble that time for Manhattan. Kat Cornett sends it up front to the edge of that defensive third. Now Kroger spins around, tries to find some reinforcements, and finds Severini at the edge of the 18. Severini gets it back, has Post. Opportunity now for Morris Elite, and it was Nada Ramirez who gets her first shot of the night, the team's 18th of the night. 73rd minute, 2-0, Morris in front. Cornett, short goal kick. Miscommunication that time for MSC, but they're able to get it back. Here comes Griffin, solid screen set that time by Stellabot on Kroger. Here's Martinez, spinning around, left foot, tries to get one past Kroger, unable to do so. Here's Severini, and now Gallagher. Along the far wing, just over the head that time of Hillary Cornett, and way too far there for Nata Ramirez. Here's Kroger again. Here comes Morris Elite pushing the pace. Kroger one-on-one, able to get away from a pair of defenders for MSC. Here comes Ramirez. Ramirez, little touch pass there to Severini. In the middle for Kroger. Right through the legs that time of Kroger, but able to get it. Now that time is Cavalier, and not enough on the offensive side of things for Morris Elite. Well, a wild sequence there, as Hillary Cornett takes a sip of her sister's water bottle. Sharing is caring, I guess. And we have a sub here, let's see. We just might. We do. Get the official word momentarily. Looks as if it will be Raquel Garces coming on for the likes of Sophia Cavalier. What a job she has done tonight.
For substitution for Morris Elite, number 6, Raquel Garces comes in. She replaces number 16, Sophia Cavalier.
Fantastic stuff tonight by Sophia Cavalier. The Columbia Lion did not play in 2023, records her first strike of the 2024 summer season at 58 minutes. And also another sub for
And for Manhattan Soccer Club, number 9,
MSC.
Aki Yamaguchi comes in. She
Here's
replaces
the
number
corner.
19, Kaylin Beauties.
And almost landing that one home from our vantage point. Looked as if that was Gallagher. And that's exactly who it was. So Aki Yamaguchi, the junior out of Brandeis. Division III comes on. She comes into She had replaced Kaylin Muniz. Muniz had initially started on the bench. Getting some time was Kaylin Muniz, the Cardinal Spellman product, Tier 2 All-League first team honors this past year. Here comes Yamaguchi, now it's Martinez up front, touch pass that time for Liza Katz. Martinez takes it away that time. Here comes Stella Botto, so close from taking that one away was Kroger. There's Katz again, very handsy that time, Garces. And now some more pushing and shoving between Garces and Stella Bott. You can see tensions are slowly increasing here at Marillac Field. Well, it's been a fun match thus far between MSC and Morris Elite, the two-time defending Metropolitan Division champs here in USLW. Joey Jarzinka with you, our producer Steven Sanchez. Coach's Corner NYC, it's been a real fun one tonight. Swan was poked aside that time by Samantha Goldberg, and trying to clean up inside the 6 was Martinez, but Constantine had landed on top. Here's Kroger. Martinez took it away that time. Root. Oh, so close, and Martinez and Root make sure that they're okay. Very good sportsmanship along the far wing. Sends it back now to Severini. Severini, former Spartan. Another throw in for Manhattan Soccer Club. Have another throw in again. So Frazier, and now Goldberg. Through the midfield that time, and able to sniff that one out was the right center back in Olivia Smith. Right back to Garces. And you could hear head coach Harry Ekstrom trying to give instructions from the bench. Severini sniffed out that throw-in from Martinez the entire way. Root with a bit of a stiff arm against Liza Katz. And now Garces with the throw-in. Here comes Gallagher. Pushing the pace up ahead. And now this time it's Kroger again. Along the wing now is Andakan, all alone on a cross. Tried to find Severini just over her head. Henna Andakan looking for her first assist of the season on a potential header just inside the 6. From Severini, would have been her 6th strike of the season. Here comes Frazier. And now it's Anna Griffin. Griffin along the wing. Olivia Smith playing solid defense is able to pick her pocket through the legs of Griffin and able to get it back as Katz. She sends it in. And now here comes Gallagher. Through the midfield, has a whole bunch of space. Gallagher with the left foot pushes it up for Nata Ramirez. Who does she have on the wing on the opposite side? No one. Ramirez on the cross, looking for Andan. Big stop by Kat Cornett. Right on the doorstep. Henna Andakan gets stopped by Kat Cornett right on the doorstep. A SportsCenter-esque type save. My goodness, tracking that ball. If only we had replay here, we could see that. Wow. Standing tall that time was Kat Cornett. Right on the doorstep for a potential 3rd goal for Morris Elite. And now we'll see how they can respond. Kroger! Sam Kroger with her 2nd strike of the evening. Morris Elite up 3. What a strike from Sam Kroger. Right in the upper corner to give Morris Elite its 3rd goal. But talk about a complete shift in momentum. Kat Cornett, what a job on that stop against Henna Andakan. And now here's Post. Here comes Morris Elite again. Gets stopped right in the middle that time. Taken down was Henna Andakan looking for her 1st strike. Again, this is now the 3rd time that she has gotten denied.
Number 17, Sam Kroger. The assist from number 19, Henna Andakan.
So now Andakan. That's a tough one for Henna Andakan. Here's Smith. So Andakan with her 6th goal of the season. So far, just through 4.5, almost 5 matches. Named All Patriot League 2nd team after putting up a whopping 6 goals throughout the year. A pair of game-winning tallies against St. Joseph, PA, and also American University. Here comes Ramirez. Ramirez in the box this time for Post. Post trying to spin around. Post standing tall at 5'10", spinning around. Severini with the left foot. And tried to find Garces. I'll try it again. Morris Elite on the cross from the far wing. Spinning around that time was Andakan. Severini again. University of Buffalo product. Tries to head that one in. Was Post. Opportunity now. Another stop by Cornett. 2nd chance opportunity goes in. 4-0 Morris Elite in front. And Cornett is down. Second chance goal coming by way of Nata Ramirez. And that's her 6th strike of the season, has recorded goals in back-to-back matches against Paisley and now MSC. And now shots are 23-8 in favor of Morris. We'll take a quick break here on Coach's Corner NYC as Kat Cornett gets back on her feet. Well, you could hear head coach Harry Ekstrom saying no more.
Goal by number 9, Nata Ramirez. Ramirez unassisted.
Well, Nata Ramirez. What a strike. And again, she comes in as a reserve and puts up a goal. What a job by Morris Elite here in this second half. And despite all of that, Manhattan Soccer Club has stood really tall. They have done such a phenomenal job tonight on the offensive side, through the midfield as well. Some lapses defensively, but really strong, especially on the defensive side when you look at Kat Cornett. Kat Cornett has been reading the ball really well. And for the Gettysburg faithful out there potentially watching, that's a goalkeeper that you have to be really looking out for. A lot of positives made to start. Facing so much adversity on the defensive side of the ball for MSC to start their season. Facing nearly 100 shots through 4 matches. Here's Liza Katz. Again, shots are 24-8. That time headed out by Gallagher. Give and go right back with Griffin and off of the shin of Olivia Smith. I will have a corner kick for MSC, looking to potentially nullify a clean sheet. See if they can get one on the board. Martinez trying to grab the ball off of the potential pinball, and now running down here comes Ali Post. Having to get back are the defenders. Here's Post, the Rutgers Scarlet Knight product. On the wing. Morris Elite slowing things down, rightfully so for their sake. Here's Ramirez and Martinez right at the arc. And now sending it back that time was Amanda Cruz to Kat Cornett. Martinez. Severini plays it back to Root. Now Sam Constantine. Full first season as the NJIT Highlander keeper in the America East. looking for her first clean sheet as a member of Morris Elite Soccer Club. We'll see if Manhattan can get potentially one and take away and spoil the clean sheet.
4 minutes of stoppage time has been added. 4 minutes.
Now, 4 minutes of stoppage time has been added. A minimum of 4 minutes, says our public address announcer, Seth Cantor. Now, with that being said now, big opportunity for Manhattan Soccer Club to potentially spoil Constantine's clean sheet. Spinning around was Kroger. Wide side now for Garces. Kroger has been absolutely dominant tonight. He's a center midfielder for this Morris Elite squad. Jillian poise, give and go with Gallagher in the middle. A bit of a collision that time. Here comes Ondekan. Ondekan on a cross. Stopped that time by the back line of MSC. Here comes Stellabot. And now Garces. Garces along the end line. Sends it poked away. And offside is the call. Cat Cornett, what a job. SportsCenter-esque type save on Henna Ondekan. Nearly about 10 minutes ago. Nada Ramirez. Now we'll have a throw in for MSC. Coming down to the final moments here of stoppage time. Currently at 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Smith trying to get away from Griffin and does. And now it's Garces pushing the pace up for Severini. The former Michigan State Spartan sends it right back to Garces again. We'll push in the back that time against Post. No call that time. Now one final gasp for Manhattan Soccer Club. Can they get something going in their final third? Push in the middle that time, and we'll have a call now against Smith, the Ryder Bronc. Liza Katz sends it down that time for Aki Yamaguchi, and landing on top of it was Constantine. Well, Manhattan Soccer Club, they will take on the Long Island Rough Riders in the next couple of days. Out on Long Island, 7:30 start. Meanwhile, Morris Elite, they have 5 days off and will head up to AC Connecticut, where they took down AC Connecticut to open up the campaign 14-0. That's not a typo, so they'll see how they fare after this victory tonight. Again, last year, they allowed a whopping 5 goals throughout the 14 matches. And that'll do. Morris Elite with the clean sheet, 4-0 against Manhattan Soccer Club. What a solid performance by Shari Ekstrom's Manhattan Soccer Club squad.
Fans, the final score of today's game is
Morris Elite, they advance to 4-0-1. Meanwhile, Manhattan Soccer Club, they fall to 0-3-1. Folks, join us again on Saturday, June 8th for a special doubleheader when Manhattan Soccer Club, the women's team, they take on Cedar Stars Academy beginning at 6 p.m., followed by the USL League 2 side, the men's side, starting about 30 to 40 minutes following the conclusion of the women's contest. For Steven Sanchez, our producer, his entire Coach's Corner NYC crew, I'm Joey Jarzinka, signing off from Marillac Field, and MSC, they fall by virtue of a 4-0 clean sheet to Morris Elite Soccer Club. Good night.